Hey You asks, may I ask how you tackled science articles for Reading Comp? I would tackle them the same way I would tackle any other. And obviously, science is going to be harder for a lot of folks, especially folks from the humanities, or in my case, political science. The hard sciences or natural sciences are not always my cup of tea. I was reviewing one passage with a student earlier today. This was, I think it was test 53, passage 4. It was on the typhloidromis and cyclamen mites. And these are little predator mites and prey mites that are eating strawberry crops or something like that. And typhloidromis, cyclamen, mites, pesticides, these are not topics that most of us are familiar with. I don't even know that I'm saying the word cyclamen correctly, but it doesn't matter. How I tackle something like that, for example, I would be looking to make the topic as real world relatable as possible. I dumb it down for myself, and I try to substitute terminology or even topics that are easier to get my head around. I'm referencing test 53 here because it's one that many of you have probably done and you're not saving for the final week. If you are, then just cover your ears for the next couple minutes. But in this passage, the cyclamen mites are attacking the strawberry fields, and the typhloidromis are brought in to eat the cyclamen mites. So I thought about this as the cyclamen mites are the mice eating the grain in our warehouse, and the typhloidromis are the cats that we bring in to eat the mice. So we have a pest, we bring in cats to attack that pest. The cats are good, the mice are bad from our perspective right now, and we don't necessarily want the cats there, but we brought them in because they had a job that would be helpful to us and they were able to do it. So I analogize. I make a real world analogy that I can more easily understand. I do that whenever possible. I caricature, I exaggerate in order to make it more relatable and more real world for myself. That's my little mental hack or trick that I use for a lot of science passages, and it tends to work pretty well. Overall, I try to avoid getting bogged down in the details, and I read for structure like I always would. So I'm reading for the viewpoints, the details, and the supporting examples. The viewpoints, the evidence, and the advocates, who, if anyone, is advocating a particular position. That's what I'm looking for.